we're going to run through a full morning routine and a night routine. The beauty of this is I can pretty much guarantee you're going to end up with the best skin of your life if you just do these few things. Starting with the morning routine, the key is you want to be doing a great cleanser. So there's a couple of my favorite cleansers. With each of these products, I'm going to give you a couple different options because everybody's skin is a little bit different, but I assure you that either one you choose will be great. So starting with a wonderful cleanser, one of my favorite ones is the Rock Barrier Renew Gel to Foam Cleanser. The Rock Barrier Renew Gel to Foam Cleanser is loaded with ceramides and also antioxidants. The antioxidants in this product come from green tea. So this is something that's a gel to foam cleanser. So it's going to foam up great. It's going to lather up wonderfully on your skin. It's going to remove makeup. It's going to remove sunscreen and leave you feeling clean without feeling overly stripped. And this is key because sometimes we use irritating ingredients. So we don't want our cleanser to even irritate our skin more. We want a cleanser that's going to cleanse our skin without overstripping it. And like this one, provide a little antioxidant boost. Now I don't have it here because I used it all up, but the other great cleanser that almost all my patients get recommended in my clinic is the CeraVe Cream to Foam Cleanser. So we'll put that up on the screen for you guys. It's incredible. It also contains ceramides, which is wonderful. It removes makeup, dirt, oil, gunk, debris, also for removing sunscreen. These ones can both be used morning and night. So you're going to use those morning and night. It's going to melt away that makeup, melt away the grime from the day. It's not going to leave your skin like that squeaky clean kind of feeling. I've already cleansed my skin today, but I'm going to work through the rest of my routine with you guys. The cleansing is important because that cleanses the palate and allows you to start with the rest of your skincare routine. The rest of your skincare routine probably going to contain active ingredients, and you want those to absorb into your skin so you can get the most out of them. So now that we have clean skin in the morning, we're going to move on to our next step, and that's going to be serums. The most important serum in any skincare routine, I believe, to be vitamin C. Vitamin C is an awesome powerhouse antioxidant. It's wonderful to use in the morning because it actually works in conjunction with the next step that we'll do in our routine. When you use this serum in particular, it works in combination with your sunscreen to decrease oxidant stress from the environment like pollution. Pollution, when it gets on our skin from the air and the environment, it can actually change the biology of your skin. It can make your skin break down collagen faster through an increase in this thing called MMPs. MMPs gobble up proteins and collagen in your skin and can result in signs of aging. Pollution can also influence dark spots and hyperpigmentation. So we don't want that to happen. So that's why antioxidants are absolutely essential. And I'm going to bring you two great ones today, depending on your skin type. One of my first top recommendations, this is one of my favorite vitamin C's in the whole world. This is Brandify Vitamin C. If you guys have heard of SkinCeuticals, it has a very similar form to this. It's L-ascorbic acid, which is my favorite form of vitamin C. It's at 15% concentration, which is wonderful. Not overly irritating, but it's strong enough to be effective. So it has that. It also has ferulic acid. Ferulic acid is another powerhouse antioxidant. It's a great antioxidant because it stabilizes the vitamin C in the product, and that's a challenge for all vitamin C's. It's not going to be over irritating on your skin, and you can use it in the morning. I like the vitamin C's in the morning like this because, again, you're going to get that combination powerhouse effect with your vitamin C and your sunscreen. Now, before you even say it, I know you're going to say, oh, but I can't tolerate vitamin C. It breaks me out. It breaks me out. Well, the good news is there's a vitamin C that I'm going to show you now that's formulated with people with acne or breakouts and pimples like yourself. It brings in two additional awesome ingredients: silymarin and also salicylic acid. If you struggle with acne, you probably know what salicylic acid is. Salicylic acid is a beta hydroxy acid, and this version of the Brandify Vitamin C has silymarin and salicylic acid in it, which is an awesome combination for those who are troubled with breakouts. When you combine the salicylic acid with vitamin C, you reduce those risk of breakouts, and silymarin that's in the product also helps to lower inflammation in the skin and hopefully change the way that our skin kind of metabolizes, or the bacteria metabolizes oils and inflammation that can lead to breakouts. So if you're acne prone, you may want to lean into the Brandify Psyllium instead of the typical Brandify CE. This vitamin C is fragrance free, and it's also vegan and cruelty free. With both of these, you get an awesome concentration of vitamin C. Vitamin C is one of those things that's going to give you a great glowiness to your skin straight away. So you get a benefit almost immediately from it, and you definitely get some protection right away, which is wonderful. So I've always told you guys to work thinnest to thickest. So we've cleansed our skin, we've done our first serum. So I'm going to go in with another serum now that's a little less active, but it's hydrating. So there's one hyaluronic acid on the market that really stands out for me, and that is Vichy Mineral 89. Vichy Mineral 89 is an awesome hyaluronic acid that's actually formulated with volcanic water from France. So this has been studied and shown to reduce inflammation in the skin, reduce redness in the skin. It's very soothing, and don't be afraid because as it's in the name, hyaluronic acid is not an irritating ingredient. It's a hydrating ingredient that's perfect for the spring and summer months, so you can harness some of that moisture that's in the air and hold it on your skin. Hydration of the skin is one of the quickest ways to make make your skin look great, because when skin becomes plump and hydrated, it's less tight, it's less dry, it's more radiant. All those skin cells on the top of our skin are quenched and glowing and beautiful. Wrinkles show up less. It's wonderful. So hyaluronic acid is a wonderful thing to throw on your skin at that moment. And once again, Vichy Mineral 89 is one of my favorites. They make a face serum, but they also make an eye serum if you want to do a delicate one around the eyes. And no morning routine would be complete without sunscreen. Sunscreen is one of the most important things you can do every single day. One thing we can all agree on is we've all tried a crappy sunscreen. We've all had one that feels thick, chalky, white. It feels crappy on your skin. It peels. All those things. That happens with sunscreen. So the thing is, there are a lot of great sunscreens out there. It's just people don't know about them. And when people try a crappy sunscreen, they're very hesitant to use sunscreen every single day. All my patients that you see in clinic, I say, hey, you got to use a sunscreen. They say, don't go outside. I say, hey, how'd you get here? You drove here, you walked to the mailbox, you went to the grocery store. Everybody goes outside, and UV damage is cumulative. It's one of the worst things that can happen to our skin. It causes wrinkles, dark spots, skin cancer. So you gotta use a sunscreen every day. I've had a lot of people say, how do you keep your glow when I put on sunscreen? And I'm gonna actually show you right now that actually one of the sunscreens that I recommend is kind of like a little hack. It's a little cheat. It's got a little bit of glowiness in it. So my skin looks its glowiest when I actually use this sunscreen. And that sunscreen would be one of my top favorites. That's Supergoop Glow Screen. Supergoop Glow Screen, it's not for everybody because it's quite glowy, but it's one of my absolute favorites. I've been using it consistently for over 6 months now, because when I get all my other skincare on, I don't want to put on something that dulls my skin. Some people like a matted look. I don't like it. I like to be glazed, glowy. That's my vibe. So I want to put on this glow screen. It's going to give me even more radiance. It's awesome protection. This one in particular is SPF 40. It's a chemical-based sunscreen. I have no qualms between mineral sunscreens, chemical sunscreens. A lot of sunscreens I like to use are hybrid that are going to have chemical and mineral sunscreens in them. I'll even put it on at bedtime, not because I need it at night, but I'll use it at night because it gives me that glow. So if I'm going out, I'm doing something, going to dinner, my skin's going to look its best with the glow screen on. Now I'm going to give you that other alternative that we talked about. It's one of Dermatologist's top sunscreen recommended brands, and it's EltaMD. You guys have heard about all the dermatologists online talking about EltaMD. I love EltaMD. It's awesome. My favorite sunscreen they make is UV Clear. UV Clear comes in tinted and non-tinted. It's up to you on how you want to go with that. I love the tinted version because it's almost like a light concealer. So it's not like heavy enough like it's going to look like a makeup. You can use EltaMD UV Clear tinted, and it just fades away little blemishes and things like that. It's a wonderful, wonderful treatment. This is the non-tinted version. This skincare product is the one that I've repurchased the most. EltaMD UV Clear. I love it so much. It's a wonderful one. It goes on light. It feels like a moisturizer. It also has niacinamide in it. So if you're someone that has acne prone skin or rosacea prone skin, this is formulated for you. It won't block pores and it won't cause acne breakouts. If you want kind of that glowy look, go with the glow screen. If you're looking for just a hydrated, natural look of an invisible sunscreen, go with the UV Clear non-tinted. And if you want a little bit of a concealment, maybe if you got some facial hair, if you're a guy or anything like that, go with a tinted version. Now we've tackled 2 of the 3 most important things that you can do in your skincare routine to make your skin the best skin you've ever had in your life. Sunscreen number 1 and vitamin C, which is number 3. But what is number 2? It's coming in the nighttime skincare routine. But I want to tell you, if you want to level up your skincare routine, one thing you can do is use devices. So if you got your skincare routine right, radio frequency is a great way to do that, and you can do it at home. Radio frequency devices like the Amiro R1 Pro is a great way to use stimulated energy to contract the muscles of the face, to tone the face, reduce wrinkles, and improve even lines like the nasolabial folds. The cool thing about these devices is a lot of times you only need to use them 2 or 3 times a week, maybe 5 minutes in the morning or 10 minutes at night. They can be used all over the face, even around the gentle eye area. If you're prone to having sensitive skin, it's cool because these devices are safe for everybody. Any skin type can use them. I personally wake up with puffy under eye bags from laying down, that gravity works against this. And when you wake up in the morning, you can use the firming and lifting mode, and you can treat around the delicate eye area to reduce those puffy eye bags straight away. The cool thing about the Amiro R1 Pro is it has a patented flathead that glides smoothly across your face and feels wonderful. It's like a massage for your face. The Amiro R1 has firming and lifting mode, but it also has the wrinkle smoothing and rejuvenation mode. You can choose these on the side of the device. All you have to do is activate the device and tap the red button to switch between the modes. You can also use the 2 buttons on the side to change the power level to your desired intensity. But don't worry, even on the highest power mode, the Amiro R1 Pro is actually very safe. It doesn't allow your epidermis, the top layer of the skin, to get too hot. And don't worry, it doesn't go too deep. to destroy your fat cells, which is a common worry with RF type devices. It comes in a fantastic wireless design. All you have to do is plug it in, charge it with any USB charger. To use the Amiro R1 Pro, all you have to do is cleanse your skin. You want to start with clean skin. You can do this again morning or night. You apply a little bit of gel to the tip of the device and then activate the device in your preferred setting and choose your intensity. You can slowly glide the device across your forehead and cheeks, and this again can be done 2 or 3 times a week, depending on how many times you want to do it. When you're done, all you have to do is use a damp cloth to kind of wipe off the device head, and it's ready for your next treatment. The Amiro R1 is like an exercise for your face. It stimulates muscles, it can stimulate collagen with gentle heat in the skin, and it also can tone your face, sculpt your jawline. That's the point of these devices. If you got the rest of your skincare routine right, then consider adding the Amiro R1 device to your skincare routine. I'll make sure to drop a link in the description so you can grab one today if you're ready to start. Now we're moving right along into the night routine. Sleep is one of the most important things that we can do for our body. So a couple things to consider is 1, plan for getting good sleep, because if our bodies are not taken care of, we don't get enough sleep, we don't eat a healthy diet, our skin's gonna look like crap. So you want to get good sleep, and one of the best ways to plan for it, I personally started using Whoop. I love Whoop. It's helped me get the best skin of my life. It helps me think more about my sleep and be cognizant of how much sleep I'm getting every night, when I need to do better, and when I'm doing a good job. I kind of is a motivational cue on that. So make sure you're planning to get good sleep. Have a little bit of a bedtime ritual that definitely can involve your skincare routine, of course, but I cannot stress enough how good sleep can affect your skin. Lower stress levels means better skin, less flares from things like acne and rosacea, so you got to get good sleep. Another thing I've been doing lately is I've been taking a little bit of magnesium before bedtime. I can drop my favorite magnesium supplements in the description as well. So all you got to do is repeat your cleanser at bedtime. When you repeat your cleanser at bedtime, you're going to get rid of all the dirt, gunk, debris from the day, pollution, all that off your skin to start your nighttime routine. Your nighttime routine can be actually quite simple. The one thing you're going to want to focus on is getting cleansed, and then ideally actually let your skin dry a little bit, because the next ingredient that we use in our skincare routine can be particularly irritating if you put it on wet skin. That's because when you put this ingredient on wet skin, it can absorb more readily and it can be more irritating. So you want to let your skin dry just a little bit. Even consider putting a little layer of moisturizer on at this point, and then go ahead and put on this next step. The next step is that number 2 thing I told you about. These are retinoids or retinols. So a lot of dermatologists like me, or if you come see me as a patient, you would end up getting a prescription retinoid. Things like tretinoin, you've heard of him, Araslo. But you can definitely see your dermatologist to get a prescription for it. But if not, don't worry. There's prescription products that used to be prescription that now you can get over the counter. So we'll talk about those too. Now, I personally use a prescription retinoid, and then what I use is tazarotene. This is Araslo. This is an actual prescription retinoid. It's a very strong one, but it's in a lotion formula. You guys have probably heard tretinoin is one of the best ways to get your skin. This is kind of like a sister version of tretinoin. Tretinoin's amazing. Retinoids, tretinoin, because what they do is they prevent blockage of pores. They prevent breakouts. They reduce fine lines and wrinkles. They thin the dull, dead, dry skin on the top of our skin, boost our collagen to give you plump, resilient skin with good elasticity. It's one of the best ways to look younger longer. So everybody should be using a retinol or retinoid, so as long as you're not actively trying to conceive or you're not pregnant. But seriously, retinoids can help nearly everything on the skin. Skin texture, pores, blackheads, whiteheads, acne. It can reduce dark spots. It can boost collagen. Everybody really needs to be using a retinoid. This is the most important step in any nighttime skincare routine. But again, if you don't have the prescription, you can look at doing things like adapalene. So La Roche-Posay makes an incredible adapalene gel. This used to be prescription only. You can use this just like your tretinoin or other retinoid. You're going to see that it's actually marketed to acne patients, but it's going to help you with your anti-aging journey as well, which is the great part of it. Now, when you use retinoids, the key is you want to start slow. Less is more. Only a pea-sized amount for the whole face. That doesn't sound like a lot, but I promise you can make it stretch. You just got to do that little pea-sized amount. You got to dot it together, and then you got to spread that everywhere on your skin. And then you rub that in. Just be careful around the eye area, be careful around the mouth area. That can get dried out a little easier, so you want to be careful with that. If you have particularly sensitive skin, kind of like I said before, you can use the moisturizer on your skin first, but for most people, you can do the retinoid, and then you can do your next step of the skincare routine, which is going to be a moisturizer. You want to start retinoids every 2 or 3 nights and increase it to nightly as tolerated. So just start slow. It's all about a marathon. It takes time to get the results. This is something when you're way down the road, you're 50, you're 60, you're going to look a decade younger because you've used sunscreen, retinoids, and vitamin C. Now say, Doc, I've tried it, and I just simply cannot tolerate these strong retinoids like adapalene, tretinoin, and things like that. Most people can if you do it right, but say you've really given it your effort, you can't use it more than once a week, you get so dry and irritated, maybe you got rosacea, you got eczema, you got something like that prevents you from having it. Well, then your next step is going to be, instead of doing a prescription retinoid or a strong retinoid over the counter, you want to lean into retinol. And there's a brand that really stands out when it comes to retinol, and that's Rock. They were involved in retinol very early on. They were incredible. They show how tolerable the retinols are for the people that use them. So it's a very gentle retinol, and it's a great way to get a retinol on your skin. They make it in a few different forms. This is the retinol correction capsules. So this is a wonderful capsule that can be used on the skin to get a retinol on your skin without being overly irritated. So this is another one of my favorite products. If someone was going to ask for an over-the-counter retinol, this is the one I'd go for. I love it. Once you get your retinol on your skin, all you need to do is top it off with a little bit of moisturizer. I personally like CeraVe moisturizing lotion. It's great. It's oil-free. It's non-comedogenic. It has hyaluronic acid and ceramides in it, which can moisturize and nourish your skin. I know I'm going to get a lot of comments in about 1, 2, 3 months of all of you guys that have watched this that have the best skin in your life. So if you don't subscribe, make sure to subscribe. Again, I'm Dr. Dylan Greeney. I'm a board certified dermatologist. I'm here to help you get your best skin. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And thank you so much to Amiro for sponsoring this video.